Welcome to the tutorial on bar model drawing for rate word problems. If you are new to model drawing, I recommend you first view the basic model drawing videos, which can be accessed on the same website where you found this video, at this web address. The videos can be found in the grade level folders for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. You can find even more bar model problems in the bar model problems folder. Before we start, I'd like to go over a couple tips for modeling rate problems. The first tip is to use double labels. This can be done by writing one of the units inside the bar and one outside, one above the bar and one below, or any combination thereof. For example, miles per hour is a common rate. You could show hours above the bar and miles within or underneath. The second tip is to think about how many units you might need before you start drawing, because the size of the unit bar will depend on the problem's information. Otherwise, you might end up running out of room shortly after you get started. We'll start this tutorial with some simple rate word problems. Talia can type 55 words per minute. How many words can she type in 8 minutes? First, we will rewrite the question in sentence form in order to maintain our focus. Talia can type blank words in 8 minutes. When rereading the problem, we identify the important information we need to solve the problem. Since we know that Talia can type 55 words in 1 minute, we can show that like this. Notice that unit minutes are above the bar and words are within, although I did write words underneath the unit bar because it's not practical to rewrite it inside every unit. Who has time for that, right? We're told that she will be typing for 8 minutes, but we don't know how many words she will type in that time, so we can put our question mark at the end of the words bar. We don't really know how long that will be until we draw it, so we have to estimate where to put the bracket and question mark. Now we can repeat the units until we have 8 minutes worth. Here's 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now it's pretty clear to see that we have to multiply 55 by 8 to find out how many words can be typed in 8 minutes. Some students will jump straight to the algorithm without need for the bar model. The bar model becomes very powerful once these problems become more complicated. 55 times 8 equals 440. Talia can type 440 words in 8 minutes. This is a similar simple rate problem. I'd like you to try this one on your own. Pause the video while you solve it. When you're ready to check your answer, start the video again. Did you remember to rewrite the question in sentence form? Did you identify the important information? Does your model look similar to mine? Did you follow the same process, or did you approach it another way? Did you find that Cindy can write 45 paragraphs in 3 hours? Now we're ready to look at some travel rate problems. A compact car traveled 360 miles on 6 gallons of gas. How far could that same car travel on 10 gallons of gas? First, we will rewrite the question in sentence form in order to maintain our focus. The compact car can travel blank miles on 10 gallons of gas. When rereading the problem, we identify the important information we need to solve the problem. We are told that the car can travel 360 miles on 6 gallons of gas. That could look like this. Each of the units in this bar model represents 1 gallon of gas. We need to find out how many miles the car can go on 10 gallons of gas, so we put our question mark at the end of this unit bar. Now we are ready to let our model drive our math. First, we need to find out how many miles the car can go on 1 gallon of gas. We know that 6 gallons equals 360 miles, which means that 1 unit will be 360 divided by 6, which is 60. Therefore, 10 gallons will equal 60 times 10, which is 600. The compact car can travel 600 miles on 10 gallons of gas. Here is another travel rate problem. I'd like you to try this one on your own. Pause the video while you solve it. When you're ready to check your answer, start the video again. Did you remember to rewrite the question in sentence form? Did you identify the important information? Does your model look similar to mine? Did you follow the same process, or did you approach it another way? Did you find that the monster truck traveled 1,800 miles on 90 gallons of gas? I'll be honest with you, the first time I worked this problem, my model was a lot more complicated than what you see here. In fact, it was pointed out to me by a student that you don't even need to bar model this problem because it can be done very quickly in your head. That particular student had fantastic number sense, and he was able to see right away that 90 gallons is half again as much as 60, so he just added half of 1,200 miles, or 600, to 1,200 to find that the monster truck traveled 1,800 miles on 90 gallons of gas. It's a beautiful thing when a student has the opportunity to school the teacher. Here is a complicated rate problem. A large fish tank is filled with water at the rate of 75 gallons every 6 minutes. How long will it take for the tank to fill with 375 gallons of water? First, we will rewrite the question in sentence form in order to maintain our focus. It will take blank minutes to fill the tank with 375 gallons of water. When rereading the problem, we identify the important information we need to solve the problem. So we're told that the tank fills at the rate of 75 gallons every 6 minutes. We can show that like this. Now we need to find out how many of these units will get us to 375 gallons. So we can bracket the units and put our question mark to indicate that we need to find out how many minutes total from the combined units that get us to 375 gallons. If we add another 75 gallons, that brings us to 150 gallons. Another brings us to 225, and another to 300, and one more brings us to 375. Now it's easy to see from the model what math needs to be done. We have to multiply 6 minutes times 5 units, which is 30. It will take 30 minutes to fill the tank with 375 gallons of water. This is the last rate problem. I'd like you to try this one on your own. Pause the video while you solve it. When you're ready to check your answer, start the video again. Did you remember to rewrite the question in sentence form? Did you identify the important information? Does your model look similar to mine? Did you follow the same process, or did you approach it another way? Did you find that it will take 100 minutes, or 1 hour 40 minutes, to place 500 tiles? This concludes this tutorial on rate word problems with bar model drawing. I hope you will take the time to explore other Singapore math videos. It's just plain good math.